Yo, what is going on, you guys? BashtianYgo here, and today I'm going to be coming at you with the brand new Tenpai Dragon strategy coming out of Legacy of Destruction, guys. Super excited that we're finally able to go ahead and play this deck, build this deck, guys. If the deck is officially not out until this upcoming weekend, but we got the cards a little bit early, so we're going to go ahead and make sure that you guys have the deck profile for you guys. Now, this is going to be a more budget version of an already budget deck, guys. And the reason I say that is because the competitive way to go ahead and play this deck, you need SP Little Knight, you need Trident Dragon, you need Cash to your Fenrir in order to go ahead and play these. This deck plays none of these cards and still is able to put up some crazy amount of damage on the board. 30k, 50k, maybe not 50k, but a lot of damage on the board. Was actually what we're going to be able to do is OTK every single time with this deck, guys. We're gonna try to maximize our potential with just these few cards, and again, still keeping under budget. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So we're gonna be starting things off, guys, with of course the main cards of the deck, which is gonna be the Tenpai Dragons. We got 3 copies of the Tenpai Dragon Chandra, 3 copies of the White Dragon that I do not have the copies just yet, so we are still trying to go ahead and pick this up. You are going to want to have 3 copies of that as well, as it is part of your main starter, and then 2 copies of the Fadra to go ahead and round off your full Tenpai Dragon main deck, guys, for the monsters. It doesn't get too complicated. All of them quick synchro summon, and none of them are harder ones per turn, which is crazy on that. Also, they protect each other. For this, Fadra protects your monster from being destroyed by battle, and then the White Dragon protects you from go ahead and taking damage from battles involving the Tenpai. So you're really good to go ahead and just go clean off and activate their effects whenever a battle is declared. It's absolutely crazy, guys, what this overall deck can do. So wild. You pretty much go ahead and quick synchro summon your way into some really high level monsters in the battle phase, so you can get Nibiru, which is absolutely crazy, and the field spell protects you during main phase 1, which we're going to go ahead and get right into. So we have next 3 copies of the Sangen Summoning, which is going to be the field spell for the strategy, which is a crazy card. It says during your main phase 1, your opponents are unaffected. Your fire dragon monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, which is crazy. So it means your opponent can't imperm, ash, effect Veiler. Your monsters are unaffected. They might be able to ash, I know that's kind of iffy, but you can't be Mournered, you can't be what's called imperm Veiler, which is going to be some of the best hand traps. You can't get Ghost Ogre as well, which is the card a lot of people are starting to try out now that actually this deck is coming along. So it's going to be really huge. Also, it does let you during the main phase search for a Tenpai Dragon and discarding a card, so it adds immediate consistency to the deck, which is really good. We're going to go ahead and put those to the side. And the last 3 pieces of cardboard that we received as support for the strategy is going to be 3 copies of Sangen Kaiman. It's really good, especially if it activates during the battle phase. You activate both effects. Not only add a level 4 Lord Fire monster, but then you get to go ahead and special summon 1 from your hand. So just special summon the one you just searched, as long as you activate that during the battle phase. For consistency and also for disruption, we are playing 1 copy of Blaster Dragon and 1 copy of Gold Sarcophagus, thankfully. Also, I just want to go ahead and address this real quick. All of these are common, which is absolutely blows my mind, except for this one. I think this was super rare. But the entire deck primarily is common, guys, so the entire deck is extremely accessible. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going, guys. Blaster, which actually came out in the structure deck not too long ago, in I believe it was the Fire one. They just came, the Fire King structure deck. A Blaster came out in that one, so that's gonna be really crazy to go ahead and have that. Gold Sarcophagus has been reprinted a million times. Go ahead and have this, so you can actually go ahead and Gold Sarcophagus the Blaster, good additional effective search. So that is really good already. Terraforming, of course, go ahead and search out your field spell for consistency. Now, we do play 2 copies of Pankratops instead of the 2 copies of Fenrir. There are 3 copies of Fenrir that most people are playing. People are playing 2 to 3, just depends on what you like. Fenrir is still a semi-pricey card, I want to say, so I would prefer to go ahead and play cards like Pankratops. Is still level 7, which does serve half the purpose of what Fenrir is able to do. And then Pankratops still has the great effect to be able to be amazing disruption, especially going second, which is what you're going to be doing the majority of the time. 1 copy of Bestial Magnuma, because it does search 2 dragon monsters, also really good. I thought about playing additional Bestials as well, but they really don't help you progress in your game state. Plus, you're not really trying to grind with this deck, you're really trying to OTK. So you need consistency. Which, speaking of, we played 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity, reprinted as well recently, so you have no problem picking up yourself a playset of Prosperities. 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 copies of Nibiru, 3 copies of Ghost Ogre, and 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence for your hand traps. You can't play more than this, guys, but I really don't recommend it. 12 should be just fine. Ghost Ogre, whether you prefer Effect Veiler or Ghost Ogre, you prefer Ghost Mourner, or Effect Veiler is perfectly fine as well. I do want to go ahead and try a Ghost Ogre, as it seems like a lot of people are trying to jump on this card, especially because, again, with the Synchro Summon you're going to be activating, with a lot of the field spells you're going to be activating as well. It's just a really decent card that really didn't see that much play recently, just because it wasn't the best. Because you really just want to go ahead and negate the effects to destroy, but being able to destroy is really good. Also, facing down Appaloosa, they go ahead and negate, you Ghost Ogre the Appaloosa, and then they're pretty much done from there. So that's going to be it for that. And the last 5 cards in the deck, guys, play 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet and 2 copies of Lightning Storm, just to round off our nice and even 40 card main deck, guys, to go ahead and round it off. Just really self-explanatory cards here, guys. Nothing too crazy. So we're going to be going second. Again, Lightning Storm, just break the board, or Forbidden Drop, but just negate and half everything just to increase our chances of OTKing. That's going to be it for the main deck, guys. A 40 card main deck, clean and even, extremely budget friendly as well. We got 3 copies of the Tenpai Bident Dragon. Normally you would just play 2, but I do want to go ahead and boost this up to 3, just because, again, there's a few cards that we're not going to be playing in here. For example, one of them being SP Little Knight, we don't play in here. Trident Dragon, we don't play in here. We don't play the Raging Phoenix with Princess combo in here, because Raging Phoenix is like a $40 to $50 card right now. So if you have it, please go ahead and play it, because that's really good in the event that you get de-barriered, but we do not have that card in this specific build, strictly because of budget restrictions. 1 copy of the Sangenpai Transcendent Dragon, which is a crazy card that pretty much allows your opponent to not be able to activate cards during the battle phase, which is crazy, really good as well. But overall, these cards are just absolutely mandatory to go ahead and play. At least 2 and 1. I've seen 2 and 2, seen what's it called, 2 and 1. But I think 3 and 1 is still fine for overall what you guys will need, right? Put that to the side. Black Rose Dragon, I do have no idea where mine is. I have absolutely no idea where my Black Rose Dragon is. I swear I have one. I just can't find it, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 copy of Meteor Burst Dragon, because this card says your opponent, monsters in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects during the battle phase. Really good card, of course. And then 2 cards I think are pretty, I don't think standard, but mandatory, are 1 copy of Quibbelt Blade Dragon and 1 copy of Samurai Destroyer. So these 2 are level 7 synchros, which is one important thing. Second thing, if monster your opponent controls cannot be destroyed by battle, these are the 2 ways that you guys are going to go ahead and out those cards, right? Samurai Destroyer is going to be able to go ahead and, well, actually they're both getting similar effects. So in Quibbelt Dragon is Synchro Summon, you can target a card on the field and destroy it. I think I like Samurai Destroyer a little bit better, just because it has a little bit more of it has a different type of effect that prevents your opponent from really responding to it. It's effect destruction. So it says if this card battles an opponent's monster, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, which is fantastic. Also, that opponent's monster has its effects negated during the battle phase only, so if it has something that can be destroyed by battle, you crash into it anyway, because that effect is not negated. And that's going to be it for the synchro monsters, guys. Not too crazy. For the links, which is kind of where you have to deviate a little bit more as well. Like I said, no Trident Dragon, no SP, no OTK line. For the Raging Phoenix and the Zealantis. So we got Heraldic Seal, Heavenly Spheres, 1 Hito, 1 Phoenix, Cerberus, and Unicorn to go ahead and serve as our pops. In the event that our opponent were to call activate D-Barrier called Synchro, we can still interact with our opponent's board this way, in order to make sure that we're able to at least get rid of some of the stuff they have on their field. I consider playing Appaloosa in here, or an Access Code Talker, which is something that's possible, but I think it's going to be harder to link climb in this deck than it is to just synchro climb. So that was my main reasoning for that, guys. But if you guys have any other suggestions for budget for links, definitely let me know, or any additional budget suggestions, just let your boy know in the comment section down below. 1 copy of Sky Thunder and 1 copy of Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, just in case you cannot OTK or you have just a little bit left. You summon this guy out, because like I said, summoning level 7s, especially synchros, is essentially what this deck thrives on. So if your opponent has you end on 2 level 7s and you cannot OTK, you can't push for the life of you, you make Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon and you watch them struggle to go ahead and play as their life points dwindle. So So there you have it, guys. I try to go again as budget friendly as possible. This deck is can be extremely affordable. The reason why I don't have a price on the screen here or anything is because again, the cards have not been released yet, so I don't know exactly how much a super rare is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like a Magnuma type or a Bestial type of super rare where it might be like 15-20 bucks each, but overall the entire deck is extremely affordable, guys. I don't think I use a single card in here that's more than $5 realistically. All these cards in the extra deck are extremely affordable to be able to go ahead and pick up. I was thinking about even putting Sky Crisis in here, but Sky Crisis is a $30 card, so I didn't even put Sky Crisis in here. Lightning Sword has been reprinted, Forbidden Drop has been reprinted a whole bunch of times, all these hand traps have been reprinted a whole bunch of times, so you guys have easy access to all these cards, guys. I want to make sure that you guys know, just because some of the cards that you guys may need in the deck to go ahead and make it a top tier, as top tier competitive, are not 100% essential in order for you to go ahead and make sure you're still able to maximize the deck with a certain budget. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. If you like these more budgety type of builds, we try to get a little bit more creative with it, let your boy know in the comment section, or you can also let me know by smashing that like button and subscribe for more, guys. Overall, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.